Welcome back to Cathy and the Cooch. Tonight we've been talking the NCAA-Hole's March on Abortion Rights Madness.
And as this never-ending tourney starts to move into the Elite Eight to crown the 2019 anti-abortion champion, we've invited the mistress of misogyny here to break it all down, analyst extraordinaire Vicky Day. Vic, what you feeling?
I have all the feels about last night's bracket buster. 11-seed Iowa takes down perennial powerhouse Kansas in a red wedding matchup.
Wow, what's the matter with Kansas? Their 2019 State House has taken a nosedive since the days of Governor Brownback dynasty.
Oh, that era was one for the record books. Brownback's legendary Life Begins at Fertilization offense landed them 3 consecutive years in the Final Four.
Wow.
They seemed unstoppable, but last year, when Brownback was recruited by Team Trump and then was replaced with a relative unknown who's backed by Planned Parenthood, this anti-abortion juggernaut careened into a feminist death spiral.
And yesterday, Iowa dragged them like a turd hoe in a sandbox.
The Hawkeyes brought all of everything to the floor. The heartbeat bill, a life begins a conception bill, a life in prison if you perform an abortion bill.
It was brutal! Kansas just couldn't keep up with this impressive Iowa team.
Oh, and remember, Iowa signed Steve King last November for another 2-year contract. So when you add his white supremacy into the mix, holy Margaret Sanger, they could really give Missouri a run for their money in the next round.
It could be close, but even with Steve King, I don't think this Iowa team has an ultrasound and a prayer's chance of taking down the mighty Mo.
All right, you may be right, Kath, but Missouri is one of the most impressive extremists in the tourney, writing 100 anti-abortion bills in the past 6 years.
That's right, 21 just since January.
Yeah, and last month they joined that exclusive club of states that only have one clinic. That's right.
Yes, and the cherry on top of this Mizzou cake, the friggin' Hobby Lobby lawyer replaced a pro-choice woman in the Senate.
Boom goes the dynamite.
Okay.
Okay. Let's move on over to the Southwest. Vic, who do you like?
Texas. It's all about Texas.
Okay, whoa, not so fast, my friend. What about Arizona? Americans United for Life has Zona at #1, up from 5th most anti-abortion state.
Number 1? How is that even possible? They elected a smoking hot pro-choice bisexual to the Senate. #1 ranked? More like #1 tanked. I mean, so unless Lindsey Graham hooks up John McCain to a car battery so he can appoint Joe Arpaio head of Flagstaff Planned Parenthood, I just don't see this happening. All my money is on Texas.
I like the zone, but man, Vic has got a point. Plus, with 12 anti-abobo bills introduced in 2019 and millions of tax dollars funding fake clinics, 2019 is Lone Star time.
Okay, I don't want to interrupt you two before your three-way with Texas. But remember, they've got to get past Oklahoma to make it to the Final Four.
Okay, well, I mean, the Sooners are a one-trick pony. I mean, their death penalty for doctors who perform abortion strategy is solid, but what else they got?
I'm with Vic on this. I just don't see it happening for the Okies.
Well, we're just going to have to wait and see, but here's what's happening right now. We are out of time.
Well, we will see you next Tuesday with continuing coverage of the March on Abortion Rights Madness as we will break down all the laws in the East and Southeast conferences.
It's sure to be another sausage fest. Are you going to join us, Vic?
Oh, I thought you'd never ask.
Until then, bye, friends.
Join the Abortion Access Front. Exposing sexist shitheads has never been more rewarding.